Hi everyone, I'm Pranjal, a student of MIT AOE. I opted for WebTech classes and we were instructed to make a Moonstack project. Today I'm excited to present my latest project, JobSware. So the four of us, each from ENTC branch, were in this team: Saili, Pratiksha, Ayush Telekar, and I am Pranjal. So JobSware is a job-seeking platform developed using Moonstack. The goal of JobSware is to make the job search and application process simpler and more efficient for both job seekers and employers. Then JobSphere is built using MERN which includes MongoDB for database, ensuring fast and reliable data storage, Express.js and Node.js for a robust backend to handle API requests, React.js for frontend, delivering a smooth and interactive user experience. So now let us look at the website. To go to the website, I have created a folder. We will simply open it in VS Code. Now there are two folders: front end with a lot of files, and then there's backend. Front end and backend with a lot of files. Now we will open integrated terminal and we will type npm run dev. Now you are able to see clearly. Hmm. We will get a line called connected to database. If that comes, that means it is connected to database. Now we can now now we will do the same with front end. npm run dev. Now we will get this link. We have to click on it while pressing the control button. So here we have the link in localhost. And we have also deployed it. We have deployed the front end using Netlify and the back end using GitHub and Render. So I've signed in. So let's log out. So here the localhost has we have got the website in localhost, and we have also deployed it. We have deployed the front end using Netlify, and we have deployed the back end using Render and GitHub. So I have already created the account. So let's simply just log in. Employer, email ID, login. So since I'm the employer, so these are all the jobs that are available. Um, these are the applicants applications that people have applied for, and this is the picture of the resume. I can also post a job. These are my jobs which I've previously entered: graphic designer, location, title, country, salary range. So I can post a new job. For example, video animated. Just an example. Country, India. Location, let's just write any random location. Sector 30, opposite of Fox Hospital in Noida. It is just an example. City, Noida. Salary, it's also 60K to 80K, maybe. Job description, person can type anything. So now we are about to create a job. Provide fully. Oh, we have not put this. Select category. We can select any category. For this job, it would be video animation. Create job. Job has been posted successfully. And I can also see it in view your jobs. Title, video animator, description, country, not city, location. I just now entered it. We can also edit it and we can also delete it. So this was the dashboard for an employer. So now let us check it out for a job seeker. Let's log out. Let's select the role as a job seeker. I have already created accounts. So let's just log in. So this is the dashboard for a job seeker. They of course cannot create a job. They will just apply. So these are all the jobs that are available. Yeah, I had created these before. Then This is the job which we just now created, video animator. Then there are my applications on which I have applied. Neha Khushi and the picture of resume. We can also delete the applications. Now let's go on all jobs and apply for this one, the one which we just created. This is the one which we just created. Salary 60K to 80,000K. Let's apply for. Let my name be Fatima Sharma. Fatima@gmail.com. Phone number. Then address near Market Sector 18. Cover letter. No person can type anything. Resume. I have a sample resume with me. Let's just attach that. So we have filled the form. Now let's just send application. So application has been submitted. These are my applications. And Fatima Sharma. This is the one which we just created, and the resume has also been. So this is the dashboard for an job seeker. Now let us log in into the employer's profile again and see if our application has reached there. Let's log out. So as an employer, first ID, login. Now let us look at the applicant's applications. Fatima Sharma, you can see it has reached. This is the resume which we attached. So this was all for the website. Now let us have a look at the code. So to see the code, we are here in VS Code. So let's start with the backend. So we have a file called config.env. This has all the keys stored. The password key, MongoDB key, Cloudinary key, JWT key, that is JSON Web Token. Then we have the controllers. Then it handles incoming requests. Then we have database. This helps in getting connected to the MongoDB and MongoDB Atlas. That's it. Then we have the middlewares. It has auth.js, then catch async error and error.js. This handles the request response. It can modify the request response cycle at any given time. It basically is responsible for error handling. All three files, which you can see, auth.js, catch async error, and error.js, all three are used for error handling. Then we have error.js. This code that we are seeing in the file error.js, whenever a duplicate token is found, it will keep the first one and then the rest are deleted. So after that, we have the models file. It also has three files: application schema.js, job schema.js, and user schema. This file uses Mongoose object object data modeling library for MongoDB to define the schema of job postings. Now, let me tell you what this means. It defines the structure of data in your application. It is basically a validator, like वो validate करता है. If for example, if the name is not filled, it will give a notification. If the location is not of at least 20 characters, it will give a notification and it will not allow us to proceed. This is the job schema used for a similar purpose. And because each one has all three different one, that is application, job, and user. So we have to create three files. Then node modules, as we know, all the libraries, whatever have been used, are named here. Then we have, then there is this routes file. again, application job user routes. It defines API endpoint for your application and map them to appropriate controller functions. These are the controller functions. For example, when a client makes a request to a specific URL, so utils this code just contains all the tokens. App.js, we have this file serves as the main entry point for Node.js. It initializes the application basically. The application app.js. This file serves as main entry point and it initializes the app and sets up the server. Then we have server.js. It is primarily responsible for initializing the server. Then we have package lock.json. It locks all the versions of the installed packages, ensuring that the same versions are used across different environments and installation. Then finally, package.json, uh, in which all the libraries which have been installed we can see, and we can also see the version. It gives us essential information about the project, including its name, version, description, dependencies, etc. Now we will. Oh, sorry. Now we will look into the front end. So there's this public file in which we have kept the CV's pics, the resume pics that we have used in the website. And these are basically all the images that are used in the website, basically the media files. Then we have, sorry, then we have SRC. It is used to organize the server code of the application. It contains all the files and folders. Now, this main.jsx serves as the entry point for the React application. It is the first thing that runs in the entire code. This is where the application is initialized, rendered to DOM, that is document object model. Whatever the whatever the user can see, it is because of this only main.jsx. So that's about it. This was about the code. Thank you everyone for staying. I hope you are having a great day. This was Pranjal with team members Ayush Tilakar, Saili Kaya, and Pratiksha. Thank you and have a great day.